Hi Leo, welcome to your general reading. Don't pay attention to the timestamp date on the video, Leo. Whenever you come across this, it is meant for you. Also, if you do want a personal reading, go down below, follow the link. Everything you need to know to book one with me is in that link in the video. Also, my other social media is down below. I am clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient. I don't just read the cards, and I also typically have some loved ones come through, so keep that all in mind. I'm gonna let whatever comes through this time, Leo. Let's see what's cooking, good looking, and let's see what our Leos got going. Let's see. Be careful cutting your grass, especially weed whipping. Be careful of your ankles. I don't know if you're new to weed whipping or if you're just not paying attention, but pay attention when you're out working in your yard, especially when you're operating any type of equipment that could possibly in some way harm you. If this is like your kid, I am getting around 16 years of age. If this is your child, you may need to monitor them a little bit more with cutting the grass or show them, or they just might hurt themselves. I don't think it's going to be like a traumatic experience. I just think they're gonna nick themselves or hurt themselves. I don't know. Someone ain't paying attention. What do we have for Leo? What do we got for Leo? What do we have for Leo? Woo, thought you weren't going to talk to me for a second there, Leo. Then all three popped out at once. We have the Ten of Swords. We have Temperance reverse, Sagittarius energy. And we have the Nine of Wands upright. What is bothering you, Leo? You might have some conflict or some issues with the Sagittarius. Might not. But also I do see that there are some issues here for you where you're not feeling quite at peace. Something is unsettling to you. I've seen a lot of this energy, especially coming out of Mercury retrograde. If you guys, went through some things during Mercury retrograde where you did reflect on the past, you did, retrospect as the planets do align you to do during that time, there may have been something that came to the surface that was a dark hidden truth, a dark hidden secret of yours, something in the closet, a skeleton in the closet, something that you just didn't acknowledge anymore, you didn't see as your reality ever. It was something you totally swept under the rug. For some of you guys, that was brought back to the surface at this time, and it may have something to do with the Sagittarius, might not be, because I am feeling a little bit of a ex-lover situation where you just kind of pushed it away, you moved on with life, but it severely injured you internally. Externally, it didn't. Internally, it did. This is something that has come up for you, or it is coming up for you. It's important that you acknowledge the triggers around this, because I think something's going to trigger you into seeing this again, into feeling this again, or something did trigger you into seeing this or feeling this again. Usually those are prototype situations, prototype environments, prototype relationships, prototype people, different people, different bodies, same personalities for us to learn a lesson. We call in the same situations constantly until we learn our lessons from them. You may be calling in a situation that is a prototype situation of something you've gone through, so that that wound does resurface because it's triggered to, and then you properly work through it this time. Now, properly working through it is a choice. You could very easily swipe this back under the rug. But I think this is a lesson from Spirit to you, Leo, to let you know, hey, you can shove things under the rug all you want, but at some point we are sweeping. At some point that rug is going to be pulled back up, and we're going to have to sweep what's underneath there. And I'm feeling like this could even be almost a decade old, if not more than a decade old. But something is resurfacing for you, Leo, and it is making you feel uneasy. But sit with that uneasiness, because that is something inside of you calling you saying, hey, there is something that has happened to you, Leo, that you have not worked through yet, and you're having your body keep the score. You're having your mind keep the score. Let it go. Release it. Allow yourself to feel it. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like whatever happened to you, Leo, in the past really changed your outlook and your perspective on situations, especially romantic. It did alter you. Whatever pain you went through, that pain did alter you. It did change you. And this is Spirit saying, hey, you might not realize now at this point what has morphed your personality or changed your personality. So we're going to have a paradigm situation, or we're going to have a prototype situation appear to you so you can change your paradigm around it, so you can heal. Because I feel like you've blocked off love for a long time, Leo. I feel like you've blocked off genuine, authentic, loving connections, platonic and romantic, for quite some time because of this situation. And you may not even remember consciously this situation because you blocked it off so much. This could even be a childhood thing with childhood amnesia or just amnesia altogether, where to survive, we force ourselves to forget. Something is resurfacing because it is the stem cause of you blocking out connections, friendships, genuine people that genuinely love and care about you, or could or would. It's almost like I encountered this monster, and now I think that everybody could turn into this. This person, there might have been a situation where at one point they were a different person than who they ended up being. So you felt very mistrusting, and you feel very mistrusting of situations, especially when they first appear to you. Or you don't take people at face value. You don't inherently just trust people. You do go in with a distrust. You're not who you say you are. And because of that, that has blocked you off from connections. And we have the devil right underneath that Capricorn energy. This has been a backpack full of bricks that you have been carrying, Leo, for a long time. So if this is something that recently happened to you, I don't think those are the Leos I'm talking to. I think I'm talking to Leos that have been carrying a backpack full of bricks for a very long time. From childhood, from early teens, from early 20s, from situations of the past that have definitely seeded in the subconscious of Leos I'm talking to. And Leos have been acting and projecting off of that wound. And maybe it's been so long that you forgot about what happened here, or didn't realize how deep that hurt you, and that pain that you didn't work through changed you and changed your outlook on life, changed your outlook on people, changed your outlook on the purpose of connections. We are human beings. We are meant to live in groups. We are meant to live amongst each other. We're meant to, have friendships and have relationships. We are meant for that. But you have altered your mind and perception to thinking, no, when people present themselves to me, they are here to hurt me. They're not who they say they are. They are not authentic. They don't genuinely love me. But I feel like, Leo, you have missed out on genuine connections because of the monkey on your back, because of this devil energy, because of this wound that has followed you. So there is something presenting itself to you. And it's going to feel oddly familiar in the most toxic way, I feel. Either the same situation with the relationship, the same situation with the job, the same situation with a friend, the same situation with the housing situation, the same situation that you had a family member with a person outside your family. Something is meant to trigger you for this to resurface, for you to check this out, look at it again, choose to heal it or not, choose to feel it or not. And that's just for your biggest benefit, to allow genuine loving people to come into your life, platonic or romantic, and get that monkey off your back. Because that has been something that I feel has followed you for a while. I'm also getting a little bit of an obsession over love. Some of you guys have been so wounded in the past by connections that you have an anxious attachment style, where you overanalyze text, words, body language. I got this not too long ago for another sign. So I'm just going to use the same example that I use for them. It's like you're with somebody and you're not feeling that great that day. It has nothing to do with them, but they're assuming that you're in a bad mood or don't feel good because of them. But you could be in a bad mood and not feel good because you didn't get enough sleep. And unless they ask you, are you okay? Did I do anything? They're going to sit there and think all day long that it's because of them. There's an anxious attachment style here that someone has morphed into because of a situation they had in the past with a romantic person. And that is something that has affected current connections or possible current connections. Yeah. Ace of Swords. The truth. The truth of your habits and your behaviors, Leo. The truth of what you've called in. The truth of the past and how that's blocked you. The hardest part of healing is accepting the truth of how we played a part in that, myself included. I've had to analyze this. Did you play a part in creating this prototype for yourself? You played a part in rushing out of the rug so many years ago. You know, acknowledging that part of healing is grief, and we have to grieve the losses that we lost. We have to grieve the part of ourselves we lost in those moments. We have to grieve the fragmented pieces we've left behind in certain memories that we feel stole from us. You know, we have to grieve our little selves. Like, you have to grieve little Leo that went through some things that he or she did not deserve, and he or she took on as their own. And that could have became, you know, nurtured habits of yours, you know, self-esteem, confidence, those types of things. But recognizing that truth and grieving that and going through the healing process, because it's not easy. You feel every emotion possible, from good to bad. You know, you go through resentment phases of people that have hurt you from years and years and years ago that you're still cool with, and it's like awkward and weird. It's just this is not going to be an easy situation, Leo, and I don't think it has been for you. I feel like this has already been triggered for most of the people I'm talking to, but it's simply because it's supposed to you're supposed to recognize the truth of things you've gone through, how that has possibly changed you and morphed you into a person that does block off situations they shouldn't be blocking off, because you deserve to have genuine connections, Leo. But if you haven't had genuine connections, you might feel unworthy of that and not even recognize them. So this is healing. This is all about healing to move forward and have a more prosperous, abundant life with people that love you and care about you. But Leo, I'm going to leave that there. I love you guys. I wish you the very best. If you do want a personal reading, go down below, follow the link, watch that video. And you guys, let's go forward being nice. Clearly, I have some Leos that people haven't been that kind to, but you don't have to be that back, right? We can go forward being kind and nice to other people, and that just shows your strength of character. But I love you guys. I wish you the very best.